Hello everyone and welcome to this week's session on Beanstack. Today we're going to be talking about a great new feature. It's a recommendations feature. I don't know about you, but I am always on the lookout for the next great read, the next great series to get me reading this summer, to get my kids reading this summer and being excited about reading. And one of the worst things is when you have a great recommendation given to you and then you have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks for it to come through on the Pines hold, which we love Pines. It gives us access to over 11 million titles throughout the state, but during the summertime especially, that does tend to slow down a little bit. So what's great about this feature is that Beanstack will recommend books that are held by the Cherokee Regional Library System. That means it's held by one of our four sister libraries, Chickamauga, Dade, Lafayette, or Rossville, which means that with our local courier system, you'll never have to wait more than 7 days to get that book in your hands, but usually you can get it right away. So it's a super exciting feature. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make sure that it's turned on, how to personalize it, and where to go if you don't want to receive the emails to access the information. So let's go ahead and get signed in. Here we are at chrl.beanstack.org, and I'm going to sign in as myself. Hello, Chelsea. Okay, so here I am. You can see right now that I'm signed in as Misha. This is just one of 4 readers attached to this account. But before we go any further, I want to show you really quickly the recommendations tab. This is where the information that we want is going to show up. We also have the option of getting an email to us, which I highly recommend. But if you do not want to receive an email from Beanstack with weekly recommendations, you can still access them by going into this tab. And right now you'll notice that all you can see are event recommendations. Right now they are recommending all of the June events that are happening at the Lafayette Library, which it knows that's my home library because that's what's on my account. If you have Rossville or Chickamauga or Dade as your home library on your account, then you'll see those events here. If that's not right, then you probably need to go back to your settings and make sure that your home library is correct. So I'm going to go to Misha. I'm going to select Edit Reader. So this is how we can change our preferences. So right now, it's just asking for basic information and grade level, which is not a lot of information. And that's because our personalized recommendations right now says no. Would you like to receive weekly personalized recommendations for this reader? We've said no. So if we switch it to yes and press save, it's going to pop up some more questions for us to answer so that the book recommendations that Beanstack gives us are more in tune with my child's dislikes and likes and reading level. So then it's also going to ask, would you like to receive email notifications for this reader? You guys have probably, if you already have this turned on, you've probably seen some email notifications saying that you've gotten prizes or your registration badge. I already have this turned on. I recommend that it be on because that's how you're going to get that weekly email of recommendations, event recommendations. It's also going to give us the ability to push out announcements to you. It's all just one email, so highly recommend that that is turned on. So from here, you just fill out the information. So my basic information, you guys probably had to fill this out when you logged in for Beanstack for the first time. Every 6 months, it makes you update this information. It does not update automatically. And so say maybe he's not a baby and toddler anymore, maybe now he's getting ready to go into preschool, I would change that there, but he still is a baby and toddler. So we're gonna save that. Character backgrounds, this is going to ask what kind of characters most interest Misha. We're going to say definitely animals and people and save that. Now it wants to know what languages, what kind of language books do you want? Are you okay with receiving wordless books or do you want just books that have English or Spanish? And you can press save. Under reading level, this is asking you which type of books in terms of reading level you want to receive. So Misha's still a baby, we're still in the read aloud stage, but if they're reading on their own, you would choose a new reader. You can see the description for each of those below and pick which one best fits your child. And then under interests, we are going to choose, let's see. Oh no, you can only choose 3. Well, let's give up Ninja Pirates and Warriors to get some zany books. All right, I'm going to press save. And then we have one on genres. We do love some adventure, some fantasy, and nature in the natural world. Okay, so now that those recommendations have been set, If I come over here to recommendations, it's going to tell me that it's going to take a little while. The system does take a little while for it to kind of rev up. So we're going to move from Misha on to Nikolai because I set his up earlier. I want to show you how many really great books it has given us. So if we find a book that we really like, you can click Get This Book. So it has taken us to the Pines catalog, and we can see that this book is owned by Chickamauga and Dade County and Rossville. So depending on where I am, if I were at Chickamauga, I would obviously put this book on hold. If I'm at Dade or Rossville, I would choose this one. I'm at Lafayette, so it doesn't really matter. It'll take the same amount of time to get me regardless. So I'm just going to place this book on hold. And I'm going to type in my library card information. If you do not already have your Pines account set up, it's going to be your library card number, and then your password is whatever was given to you when you first signed up for a library card. In the past, it may be the last 4 digits of your daytime phone number. That is one of the defaults that the system has. But if that doesn't work, give us a call and we would be happy to set that up for you over the phone. Just make sure you have your library card ready. So we're going to log in here. And I do want to receive a text message. I put the book on hold. It's going to text me when it's available. And there you go. So that easily, I've got a book on hold for me that was recommended to me by Beanstack. And then there's also, this is kind of interesting, you have some view more information. So if you saw a book and you wanted to see a little bit more about it, it either gives you some related picks here. It also tells you what genres it's under, what topics it covers. And these are links. So if I was like, yeah, I really love this book is award-winning, I could click award-winning and I'm going to get some more books available to me to select. So from there, I'm going to say, oh, wow, yeah, I definitely like this book. I'm going to click Get This Book here. And it shows me that this is a book that's owned by Lafayette-Walker County Library. I can put it on hold. Again, these are all books that are within our library system, so they will be either available immediately or available within the next couple of days. So there you have it, personalized book recommendations owned by the Cherokee Regional Library System, sent to you via email, or you can access through the desktop, not on the app right now, but through the desktop. So we hope you enjoy this feature. If you have any questions or you have come across any roadblocks as you're trying to get this set up this summer, we would be happy to help you. Just stop by the library, give us a phone call, or comment below this video. We'd be happy to help you walk your way through it. So thank you, and see you again next week.